Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here for this offense. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. That receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Close to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the taker sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
You'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Short pass finds the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Whoa, you're talking about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Took contact on the throw. And is intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times they'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Jukes to get past a man. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
To the air, it's Arnold. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Extending the play now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling. Just gets the first down.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Might have to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gators with 1st and 10 here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. He lets it go on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score time, 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. But they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Arnold. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline, and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Completion makes it second and short. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Sooners will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's looking deep here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
He knocked through the extra point. Lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. With a bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns at last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing in third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to throw. It's Arnold. Catch made over the middle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And the Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Across midfield. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's looking to scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
To the air, it's Arnold. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the 2nd down play. After that incompletion on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
quick throw on fourth down to the left side. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Lagway. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it down to the 25. Touchdown, Florida. This offense really clicking.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over 1st and 10.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
35, Oklahoma, 14.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
The Gators offense retakes the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Gators. And the route is on. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really
looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Oklahoma. It was a foot race, and he won it. What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Dropping back, it's Arnold. Intercepted in the end zone.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Florida 42, Oklahoma 20.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop. Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the Gators are going to keep this drive rolling.
Tackle is made at the 36.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Ball carried by the Lions. Picks up one. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run here, lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Back in motion now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. To throw, it's Arnold. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's the throw deep downfield. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Florida 42, Oklahoma 20.
So So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaking through defenders. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Florida. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over first and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It's now second down.
Now it's second down here. Dropping back. It's Arnold. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he's Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll use the ground game here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. And he can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Sategna. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Running out of time in the pocket. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back to throw. It's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
The Razorbacks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier tackled there. It's second and goal now, back from the 14-yard line. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Caught in the backfield. It's Toss. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. An inside give now from the shotgun. Powering through the defender. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
When you play man-to-man, the thing is you've got to get pressure on the quarterback If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
He's running out of time here. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes the score 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's James.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And now the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Finds room at the 30. McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in games here. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
There's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
So we reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the gristle.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Throws it to the right. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's past the marker and still going. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
Boy, this offense does such a great job. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the call is a quarterback sneak. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. As a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Big big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the runner brought down after just a short game. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And he just throws it away. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. It's 28-10. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a 1st down for the Hogs. Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Tight end goes in motion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And he's got it for a huge gain. Brought down at the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Back to throw again. The pocket breaking. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Trying to get the throw off. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Crucial play down on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. First down here for this offense. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Some hard running there through a tackle.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They make the stop just short of the mark, which is fourth down and inches. And the Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Fourth down RPO looking left. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They test the middle, but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And the beatdown continues.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Lets it go quickly. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Touchdown, Florida. And this one is getting ugly. Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got the first down and more. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally stop him, but a big chunk play to wrap up the 3rd period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Get set, get set.
They'll run the option. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And a spin move there before he's tackled. Picks up a solid gain, though.
And it's a dangerous part of the field to be reaching into your bag of tricks. For a minute, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone. But do pick up some positive yards.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Could use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
defense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The spin move. The Gators offense retakes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
That heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops it just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Receiver in motion now. 4th down, looking to throw for it. As incomplete under heavy pressure, a big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.